Well, taking a look at the forecast now, some snow for southern Ontario today, and that causing some problems at times out there on the roads, especially through southwestern Ontario near London and Hamilton, West GTA. So really just take your time out there on the roads tonight as the system makes its way through the region. A couple of these snow bands are really ramping up and they've intensified and causing reduced visibility and some slick conditions. So that does continue tonight, but we are expecting to see that taper off for Toronto around 9:30, 10:30 for Peterborough, and around midnight for Kingston, but still a bit of accumulation is expected. Now into tomorrow, don't want to get our hopes up too much because we are still expecting cloudy conditions, but a few clear breaks possible for the start of this week. But we have our eyes set on more wintry weather as well. We have a fairly active storm track in southern Ontario, so that's what we'll be dealing with. There's a look at that system making its way through and off into eastern Ontario and Quebec. But as I mentioned, it really was packing a punch in some cases as these bands did start to intensify. So that makes its way through the region, again tapering off through the evening for Peterborough and Toronto and the GTA. So let's take a look at how that's playing through. As I mentioned, around 9:30, things start to taper for Toronto and the GTA. Peterborough lingers a little bit longer, so 10:30 there, and then through Kingston by midnight, we should be seeing things clear up. As we push through the overnight, partly cloudy sky, increased cloud cover for tomorrow. Again, a few clear breaks possible around the region for the day on Monday, but we will still see some cloud cover out there tomorrow as well. It wouldn't be a Monday without some cloud. Seems like we've been seeing a lot of it lately, and we certainly have. Now, what we are also expecting to see a lot of come Wednesday is snow. We have a special weather statement in effect. So an early weather alert issued from Environment Canada, and that really extends right through Ottawa, all through Peterborough, along the 401 corridor through southwestern Ontario. So we have a winter storm setup in play that could bring 10 to 15 centimeters of snow midweek to southern Ontario. And the likelihood of this, we're getting a little bit more confidence in this, that we are expecting to see that winter storm. So we have an early outlook, so we'll be following that as it gets a little bit closer to the region. Now for tonight, here's a look at your temperatures. Toronto -1. Temperatures staying mild tonight. -2 for Peterborough overnight. Bancroft -4. Man, we had some of these big, beautiful snowflakes though through Northumberland County as well, associated with this system. Kingston as well -1. Some lingering snow tonight. A couple of centimeters still possible again for Peterborough and eastern Ontario. It took a little bit longer for some snow to move into the region for Cottage Country and Peterborough as well today, but expecting to see that continuing through the overnight. But there's a look at your temperatures and daytime highs tomorrow. On the plus side for Toronto, 3 degrees, -1 for Peterborough. Again, a few clear breaks possible, still some cloud cover out there, and we'll be watching for that incoming system. So here we are through the afternoon and into Wednesday. That's where that snow comes into play midweek. Then the temperatures do start to fall a little bit later on in the week, but for now we are on the mild side. For Peterborough, taking a look tomorrow, just below that 0 point. Wednesday, -3 for the daytime high in snow, 10 to 15 centimeters possible right through as we hit midweek. So we'll be watching for that. Again, some lingering snowfall out there tonight, so take your time on the roads if you're caught up in that. That's a look at your forecast.
It's a dig-out day across Newfoundland and Labrador after the biggest snow event of the year in Canada dropped more than 50 centimeters. The storm started late Friday evening, hitting the Avalon Peninsula hardest, with winds gusting up to 80 kilometers an hour. The blizzard eased off yesterday morning, but gathered steam again in the afternoon. Most services and businesses were forced to close. As the plows and shovels hit the streets today, parts of St. John's measured more than 50 centimeters of snow on the ground. And while they dig out, Environment Canada has issued rainfall warnings across Nova Scotia, starting with tonight with snow, then changing to rain overnight.